Yeah, we good to go, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, bro. What about you?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. Happy to be back, man. Like we said, we was both just talking. We both woke up like, yeah, it's Wednesday. It's podcast day, man. I love it.
Couldn't wait to get to it.
I love it, bro. That makes me happy, bro. How you been doing since the last podcast, bro?
I've been cool, man. Went on a little weekend vacation in Hollywood. It was fun. Had some Roscoe's for the first time.
Yeah, it's just fire, ain't it?
It was fire, man. Went to go see the Playboy Mansion. Went to Nipsey store. Rodeo Drive. A little bit of clubbing. You know, we turned up all the way. It was
Did
fun.
the whole LA experience, huh?
It was fun.
That's what's up, bro. Have you ever spent time in LA, partied in LA, anything in LA?
I've been to LA before to the Sloss and Swap meet, and I've been down there for a football game.
Oh, okay. So you never kicked it, spent time there, huh?
Nah.
Oh yeah, LA's popping, bro.
That was the first time. Well, besides, a couple times I went, we was kids, but that was for church stuff.
Right.
But that was my first time actually enjoying LA, seeing what they got. It was turned up. I like LA.
That's what's up. I miss LA, man. I miss LA. I was only there for 10 months. I liked it. I loved it. I loved living in LA, bro. I didn't even mind the public transportation, riding the bus and riding the trains all over the place. But at the same time, I was 19, 20 years old out there, going to school for music. So I was just happy to be, you know what I'm saying, pursuing my dream. You know what I'm saying. So it probably, in different circumstances, I probably would have had a lot of complaints. But I was just happy to be in the city, happy to be chasing my dreams, and I was living with family, so I really didn't have no complaints.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love LA. I've been good though, man. Like I said, I was complaining about not getting any rest. The rest ain't go. I ain't gonna get no more rest. I secured two more clients. I secured 2 more clients. Probably gonna get confirmation from this third client tomorrow morning. So yeah, just workload continue to increase. I ain't gonna get no sleep no time soon, but I ain't complaining about it.
Get that money, man.
Oh yeah, gotta get the money. Got to. But yeah, man. Welcome back. Another episode of the Barber and the Cameraman podcast.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all tapping back in with us. Just want to let everybody know that this week's episode of the Barber and the Cameraman podcast is brought to you by Trill Consciousness. Trill Consciousness clothing. To be above the noise is to represent stillness among everyday life. The ability to be in the world completely present but not of it. Trill Consciousness is a brand for the spiritually and fashionably aware. This is spirituality and consciousness in a Trill package. Check out Trill Consciousness for elevated athleisure, spiritual streetwear, and accessible premium quality at trillconsciousness.com. And you can follow them at Trill Consciousness on Instagram as well.
Shout out to the Trill.
Now let's go ahead and start the show. I guess we already kind of started the show. We already opened up what we've been dealing with. How that shop life been treating you this past week, bro?
Shop life has been. It's after Thanksgiving weekend, so it hasn't been crazy. There's still people coming to get haircuts, but after about a week, the cuts will go back from Thanksgiving. It'll be back to zoom. But it's always some money up in there, man. So I can't complain. My bills is paid. I can do stuff. It's good.
How do you Because I know for in my line of work, I continue to get better, and I feel like no matter what line of work you're in, you should always try to continue to get better at what you do. You should never get complacent. But I know for me in my line of work, I get better by trying new angles. Trying to shoot from different spots, holding the camera different, crouching different, doing different things, and also just playing with old footage and trying different edits with old footage. Stuff that is not due to any clients. It's just for me to practice with.
Yeah.
So that's how I get better, on my job. How does a barber get better other than just doing cuts? Is there any other way to get better other than just doing it? Okay. How do you get better?
So some barbers I learned can be really complacent and they'll just want to do haircuts that they're used to doing because they're used to it. Okay. And I feel like you're not challenging yourself. I used to be that kind of guy. But you're not ever going to get better at doing something unless you try to, level up. So when I start seeing haircuts that I've never tried, I'm gonna try it. Just because I'm confident in my skill set, I'm confident in what I could do. If I feel like I can't do a haircut and that's rare, then I'll be like, I'm not really good at that, then I won't do it. But that's like a rare moment you'll ever see some shit like that from me. But for the most part, yeah. I try to challenge myself by seeing how I can get the cut done quicker, an easier route than just how I was taught to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I pick up like that, or sometimes I try to do a cut faster, just to pick up my speed, see how fast I can do a cut. I've done a fade before, and what? I've done an 8-minute fade before. 8 minutes, I blasted through it. 8 minutes, fam. Clean, crispy, he was satisfied.
That's what's up.
You know, this was years ago. This is not talking at a recent. This was years ago. This is when I was in barber school. In barber school.
Yeah.
But to say that, I went to barber school. I already know how to cut,
mm-hmm.
so it was kind of a little easier for me than everybody else. But yeah, you just gotta challenge yourself to just try haircuts you can't do that you've never done before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm waiting on somebody to walk in and ask for that Bobby Brown Gumby. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I want to get that in.
I feel it. That's what's up.
I want it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those are the ways that I try to challenge myself to make myself better at my craft.
I feel it. That's what's up. So just trying different cuts then, not being scared to try different cuts. Now what if you mess up a client's cut? Have you ever trying a new cut? You ever messed up on somebody and they was upset with you? No.
Nah, I've never had that happen before.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen before. It's not the best, but I was always taught. One thing in barber school they teach you: if you feel you can't do a cut, don't try it. Because you can cut the hair out, but you can't put the hair back on. Once it's gone, it's gone.
That's a fact.
My thing is growing up in the area that I grew up in, where I went to barber school at, it was mostly black. It was all black people that came in.
Mm-hmm. You can keep talking.
Yeah, the barber school in San Francisco, it was all black people. Shout out to Baby Barber College too. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, it was all black people, right? So when I started cutting down here in San Diego, I was running into a lot of long hair, scissor cuts. Scissors wasn't my thing because we never had to use scissors in my barber school.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to adjust and learn how to use scissors and angle the hair and use it as a guideline and all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was my only challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, everything else is pretty cool.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's like I said. That's how I get better. I just try different angles and try to do different things. Let's get into cut of the week. Who you got for cut of the week, bro?
So for cut of the week, I got my boy AV Cuts. You can find him on Instagram at AV_cuts. He's real solid. He's actually my barber.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the boy does his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go search him up on Instagram, AV_cuts. He's real solid, real consistent, on time. He about his business, and he just smooth. When I get a cut by him, I feel like $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's my first cut of the week.
Now, I need a cut though. So you shouted out the barber, but the specific cut.
The specific cut.
Yeah.
It's
go
a
ahead.
skin fade.
Okay.
It's a skin fade.
I'm out. I need it because I want to make sure I put it on the screen. That's
It's called a drop fade.
Mm-hmm. How do you do a drop fade?
Drop fade is you basically bring it up to the temple right here.
Mm-hmm.
It could be high, it could be medium, it could be low. Now the basic regular, the original fade, it goes straight around like a ball. The drop fade comes like this, but it drops at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's here, then it drops real low around the head. It's clean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the picture.
Okay, bet. That's what's up. That leads me to flick of the week. I'm gonna give a flick of the week to my guy Raw Jules, man. He's a dude. Other than some of the super duper big name photographers, my guy Raw Jules. I see his work and it just inspires me, bro. I see his stuff and I'm like, yo, I need to go get better. I need to get better with these edits. I need to get better behind the camera. Every time I see his work, he levels up. Every time I see a post from him, bro, and he flies here, there, and everywhere, getting all kind of business, top college teams, all kind of stuff. He doing really, really dope stuff. My flick of the week goes to my guy Raw Jules. He covered Sierra Canyon. Not when they were here in San Diego. He went out, if I'm not mistaken, out to LA and covered. No. These are pictures from here in San Diego. So yeah, this is when he covered them here in San Diego, and I mean you could check him out and just swipe through. He is super duper clean with that camera, bro. He is mean with it.
Too. Look at the editing.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I put these on the screen so y'all can see. My guy Raw Jules is nice with that camera.
He got Boogie at USC too, huh?
Yeah, and watch when you see you know what I'm saying, when you scroll
KD?
through it. Yes, bro. He's like that. He's like that, bro. Yes, he's like that. Shout out my guy Raw Jules. You got flick of the week, bro. Keep doing dope stuff.
Yeah, you good, man.
For sure. Yeah,
he's nice.
For sure. What we got next, man? What we got next? Let's see. Oh man, so look, should have got into this earlier before we got into flick of the week and all of that. Should have when I updated you on my week. So man, I told you a few pods back I was going to the Clippers game, right?
Yeah.
So I went into the Clippers game with the squad. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good seats. I'm actually, some of the pictures that I took, I put those on the screen so y'all can see. Hella good seats. The best seats I've ever had at an NBA game. I sat in a box once, and that's like a dope experience because they come to you like, hey, sir, you need any food? They bring you drinks. They bring you everything you need. They're going to bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dope experience. But this was better because I'm trying to sit as close as possible. Like, I could buy my own food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to bring it to me. I can go get the food. I want to sit as close as possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and this was the closest I've ever sat, and it was dope. The Warriors versus the Clippers. Steph Curry was pretty much chilling. They hard fouled him, and he just started going crazy, hitting every shot. So the game was dope. I mean, people that follow me on Instagram, they know I like to video everything because I like to go hard my IG story and all of that. Phone died. Couldn't go hard for the IG story, but that's fine. I experienced the game without my phone in my hand the way you're supposed to watch the game, so it was all good. But, bro, we get in the car. We coming back. We, like, 30 minutes down the road. And pardon, before I get there, I didn't drive down myself. I drove to Mission Valley, parked my car, and jumped in with somebody else, and we rode down to the game, right? So, like I said, the game was dope. We coming back. We like 30 minutes down the freeway. I realized I'm like, hold on, where my car keys at? Pull over, bro. We pull over, get off the freeway, pull like in a parking lot, like a Walmart parking lot or something like that. Keys are nowhere in the car, bro.
No, that's not good.
Keys are nowhere in the car, bro. So I had to come back to Dago without my car keys, man. Had to pay the next day. Had to pay like $325 or so to get a new key. But yeah, man, it was wow, man. I was so upset. I was so upset, and I feel like I'm extremely like I'm real clumsy. I lose everything, but I've been like on a pretty decent streak where I haven't lost anything for a long time, bro, and I've been doing good. And I mess around and lose my car keys, bro. I didn't have my house keys on there. I mean, it's all the way in LA, so it's not like I lost it around my house and somebody got like the key to my car and the key to my house. So it's like my things and my belongings are safe. But man, I was upset.
It's been a wild month for you. I mean, that happened. And then what?
About 2 weeks ago, my car got towed from over here.
Like it's been a wild month.
It's been crazy, bro. On top of not sleeping, it's been crazy, bro. But yeah, I called a mobile key, a mobile locksmith. He came out and made me a new key, but the remote, he wasn't able to program the remote, so I gotta make an appointment and go in and get. But I might get 2 keys out of it though, because they already made me a key, and I'll be like, hey y'all, what y'all gonna do with this key? You might as well just let me keep it and make me the new one with the remote. So yeah, man, crazy stuff, crazy stuff, man. Oh, and then also while my car is parked in Mission Valley, I'm parked like on a main street across the street from a 24-hour fitness. Somebody like parked in front of me and like bumped my car, bro. Put like a small little scratch on my hood. Wow. Tell me about it. But
on the hood? Mm-hmm. How they put it on the hood?
I'm thinking it was a truck that's like a little, because my car is low. Yeah. So I'm thinking it was a truck that's like raised a little higher. That's what I think.
Oh, open the door and boop, huh?
No, it's on the front. Oh. It's on the front. So I'm thinking like when they parallel parked, I'm thinking they reversed into me. And bumped it. It's like a little like small little scratch on the hood, and like on the little piece on the bumper is like sticking out just a little bit. But I took it to my mechanic, and he was like, "Yeah, he's like, you a few miles away from an oil change when you come, or from a tune-up. When you come and get your tune-up, I'll take care of that. Don't even worry about it." So luckily, I got a good mechanic through my dad. He's super. That's actually who I got the car from. And he's super. So he gonna take care of it. All I got to do is pay for the tune-up. He gonna take care of the little dent and everything for me. So
that's solid right there, man. I need to talk to your mechanic, man.
Yeah, he all the way in Esco. He a good dude too, man. So yeah, if you need him, tap in with him, bro. That's what you if you want to get some money and keep money in your pocket, that's what I feel like any young dude should get into.
Mechanic
is take auto shop in high school and pay attention. Cause man, like you could, like bro, like matter of fact, I got 2 mechanics. I got one in Escondido and one in North Park. So I took it because I used to live in North Park. So I took my car in one time. I'm thinking I need before we went to anyway, we went to the Bay Area. My uncle had a wedding out there. Before we went, I took my car because we drove out there. And so I took my car into my mechanic just to make sure that everything was solid. I was like, yeah, just, oil change, tune up the whole thing. I left the car with him, walked to the park with my boys. He called me. He was like, hey, Michael. Old Mexican dude. He was like, hey, Michael. He's like, you need to make sure you know what you're doing before you leave your car with people, bro. He's like, your car is perfectly fine. You don't need an oil change. You don't need a tune up. Like, you could drive this car to Timbuktu right now. It's perfectly fine. He was like, luckily you brought it to me, though, and, like, I care about you. You take this car to somebody else, they would have did nothing and called you an hour later and was like, yeah, you owe me $300. Like, he's like, bro, you need to make sure you know what you're doing before you just be leaving your car places, bro. And I'm like, I don't know the first thing about cars. I'm just telling you to make sure it's solid so I could drive and me and my family not stuck on the side of the road.
Bro, I feel the same way when I take myself to a mechanic, but now there's certain stuff I know to look out for in the car, but at first, I used to feel the same way. Like, I had one mechanic tell me this, I took it to one mechanic, he's like, nah, it's this. I'm like,
Like I said, luckily, bro, just, you know, having favor, I was able. Well, no, my dad plugged me with the mechanic in Escondido. I don't know how my dad found him, but luckily, this mechanic, I used to live like right down the street from him in North Park. I'm like, they live there, it's right there. I could walk there like 30 seconds away from my house, so I might as well take my car right there. And they ended up being good people that look out for you. So I just got lucky, really.
That's what's up.
For sure. Let's get into some of these topics we got going on, man. Speaking of my business and all, you know, being a photographer and everything. Got somebody another person that wants me to produce their podcast. That's pretty exciting. So it's talking it out with her and figuring out. Oh yeah, you actually know who it is. Talking out with her and like trying to get exactly what she want to talk about and figuring all of that out. But she wants to co-host. Like she wants to come be a co-host on our podcast. And I was telling her like it don't quite work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been co-host on people. I've been guest on people's podcasts before that I didn't know. Like pretty much all the podcasts that I've been a guest on, I just met them on Instagram. Like we both do a podcast and we decided to just collaborate. But like that ain't. I don't want everybody that hits me up to produce their podcast. Hey, let me sit in on yours until I get mine going. That ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying? But my plan worked out though, because part of the reason, other than just I really enjoy podcasting and broadcasting, part of the reason why I'm so like try to be so gung-ho about staying consistent is that I feel like my shows serve as like a proof of concept. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if my show is, you know what I'm saying, we produce a nice set, the video and audio is high quality, and the podcast comes out consistently on the day that it's supposed to come out, I feel like people will look at that and be like, he can do that for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why, like, when I start a podcast and it falls away, or I start a podcast and it's not consistent, that's why it's so frustrating, because I feel like it's bad for business. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, we found somebody that wants me to produce their podcast, but she want to co-host here. I know she probably go watch this and be like, "Man, you gonna take a shot at me like that?" But that's not how it works. And I told her that in the message. I'm like, that's not how it works. Yeah, that's not how it works. I mean, once she get her podcast going and all of that, that's cool. I'm down to collaborate with anybody that's got a podcast that's an interesting podcast. You know what I'm saying? And wants to collaborate. I'm down to do that, but not just say, hey, let me sit in with you until I figure out how to do it. Like, nah, it don't work like that.
Try to take the game and run with it,
I mean, I wouldn't even mind that, but it's just like you and I, like, I mean, granted, we've been friends for a long time, but you and I are still figuring out our chemistry on the mic, figuring out our ebb and flow, our give and take, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like adding a third person right now was like would take away from that, you know what I'm saying? I want my bro, I want Steph to come be on the podcast. I want like some of the homies to come be on the podcast sometime, but right now it's not the time for that. Like me and you, like I said, me and you got to figure out our 1-2 before we start bringing other people on, you know what I'm saying? So everything happens in its time, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, my guy.
You know what? Let's get to the hard topic, or the heavy topic right now. R.I.P. to Virgil Abloh, I believe is how you say his last name, Virgil Abloh. He was the creative director for LVMH.
Kanye saw me, right?
Yeah. Passed away at the age of 41, bro, after a 2-year battle with cancer. It was like he had I'm sure not the same type of cancer as Chadwick Boseman, as the Black Panther, but did the same thing. Like, got cancer, didn't tell anyone, just wanted to work and do his thing and keep it to himself, and died after a 2-year battle. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. Yeah.
But the first thing I thought about was how dope it is that he was like, he and Chadwick was like, I don't want this to define me. I want to just do legendary dope stuff, leave my mark on the world, and when I check out is when I check out. I think that's really admirable, bro. Like, that's
take a lot of heart.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
most people can't hold that in. They want to let people know, you know, like what's going on, because I feel like you want to share that with somebody. You don't want to feel like you're fighting a battle alone. So I could imagine, I mean, how that feels to deal with that every day.
And then another thing it made me think about was Kanye when he was on Drink Champs. He was on a Nori's podcast, Drink Champs, and he was talking about how for a long time he wanted that position that Virgil ended up getting. He wanted the creative director at LVMH position, and they gave it to Virgil. And he was like, they know I wanted that, and they gave it to my friend, and I had to show up and give him that fake day. When Virgil got the position, it was like a big parade and everything for LVMH parade, and like he and Kanye hugged, you know what I'm saying, on the red carpet, and they was both like crying. And Kanye was like, yeah, and I had to show up and give him the fake hug. And then it made me think, like how do you feel? Like, how do you feel now that you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the relationship they got. They might have been all the way solid when Virgil passed away.
He said that.
But for him to be on the podcast and be like, and I had to show up and give him the fake hug, and now this man is gone a month later. You know what I'm saying? It's like, It's just, I don't know. But that was one of the, maybe I'm toxic. Maybe I need to cleanse my mind or whatever. But that was one of the first things my mind went to.
Yeah, that's deep right there, man.
Because I know for me, like, and it's crazy, bro. Like, it made me want to patch things up with people that I'm at odds with. Mm-hmm. Or that I'm not at odds with. Or people that I'm not all the way cool with. But I honestly and truly feel like I didn't do anything to these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of them, I don't even feel the need to mention his name, but one of them, like, and this happened a couple of times, I started to reach out to him, was like, hey, bro, I just want to let you know, like, I'm sorry I would just wish me and you could be cool. And I thought, like, I haven't done anything to this nigga. Like, say sorry for what? I haven't done anything to him. And then the other one, I will say, Adam, same thing. Like, I haven't done anything to him either, but I did reach out. I sent him a message and I was like, hey, I love you, bro. Man, he haven't replied yet, but I did reach out, you know what I'm saying? But and like, I don't, like I said, either he didn't get the message yet or he, like, it's gonna take more than that. But like I said, I truly and honestly feel like I didn't do anything wrong for me to apologize, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So me reaching out after we haven't spoken for like over a year, maybe 2 years now, is like, me reaching out after that time literally to say I love you. It's got to be like, I extended the olive branch. It's on you how you gonna grab it or slap it away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
can't be stubborn your whole life, man.
That's where I'm at with it, man. I don't do that, bro. I don't carry around like a whole bunch of bad and negative energy. I don't do that. Yeah. I don't do that. I don't. Cool. If I'm upset with you, I can literally pretend like you're invisible. I'm real good at pretending like you do not even exist anymore. Like, I'm like a professional at that, bro. Like, and so, like, I'm saying that to say, like, I'll do that before I send you or hit you with a mean mug or, like, try to, you know what I'm saying, do something foul. You just don't exist to me anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, you're invisible. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. How do you You got anybody, like, you know what I'm saying, anybody you used to be cool with that you know what I'm saying, that you're not cool with no more? Maybe you need to patch things up, somebody you need to reach out to?
Oh man, this is I mean, yeah, it's no reason to sugarcoat it. You know, my mom's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes I want to patch things up with her and make things better, make our relationship better, but at the end of the day, it's like, what am I doing wrong? Mm-hmm. What did I do wrong? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't want to get into the specifics.
Right.
There's just things that's like, clearly you're in the wrong. Mm-hmm. Like I said, some people are stubborn. They just don't want to do. They just don't want to do better. Mm-hmm. They don't want to change. They feel like the way they are is the way God made them. There's no room for change. I'm gonna be like this. Like me or love me. And it shouldn't be like that.
True. That's very true. I feel like, and I don't know the specifics of what's happened with you and moms, but I know for me, depending on the person, is how I'll handle it. Like, if my mom or like my granny or certain cousins do something to me, you can't violate to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. But if like my granny, my mom, or certain cousins that I have, and my brothers, of course, if they do something that I think is like outright foul that I would probably catch the homies fade for, I'll be upset, and then I'm gonna get over it and just move forward because of the relationship we have. Like, I'd rather see you, embrace you, and it be all cool than me holding on to something that I could let go. And you could look at it and be like, well, why not just move like that with everybody? But I feel like moving like that with everybody is like, that gets you taken advantage of. Yeah, and even in those situations, choosing not to hold somebody fully accountable, or choosing not to go all the way where you should go, is, you know what I'm saying, is I feel like it's necessary sometimes. Like, because people are gonna hurt you, people are gonna do things that you don't like, and it's like, if you, I just feel like it's better that way. And especially if you know the person. Like if I got cousins, like, everybody knows. I ain't even gonna get into the specifics of it, but certain family members, bro, like,
just cut off and won't talk to.
Not cut off. I'm saying no. I'm saying like my cousins that I'm super duper close with. It's all everybody knows you closer with certain cousins than other cousins, but like certain cousins that I'm really really close with, my brothers, my mom and dad, my grannies, they're like if you do something that like you violate, it's gonna hurt, and I'm gonna be upset, for a little while, but eventually I'm gonna get over it, and I'm gonna just pretend like it never happened, just because I want to move forward and be happy.
Yeah, I can be like that too in certain situations. It depends on the situation and the person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I had one cousin in my family that did some one cousin in my family that did some foul shit. You know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that can never be, I got to catch his fade.
Right.
That's the only way I'm going to be happy.
I agree with that. Now that I agree with.
That's the only way I'm going to feel at peace. I got to catch his fade. You know what I'm saying? To this day, we ain't spoke. He don't talk to the family, you know, none of that. Like, he blocked everybody, da-da-da-da. So, you know, but I mean, his family eventually we're going to meet again one day.
For sure.
And just be ready.
And he violated big time. I know the audience is probably like, man, tell us what happened. We want to know, but he violated big time. That's something that, you know, I'm all about peace and love and positivity, but nah, that's a fade. That's a fade right there. I gotta
give it to him.
That's a fade. That's a fade. Now, speaking of people violating, do you think it's a violation if you date the homie's ex, or if you date the homie's ex, or if the homie dates your ex? Do you think that's a violation?
Do I think it's a violation if the homie dates my ex? Or if I date the homie's ex?
Either way, or vice versa. Without a conversation. Is it a violation without a conversation?
Like without talking to the homie?
Right.
I think bro code and friend code, yeah. I think it is. I think it is.
Now, does it matter? It doesn't matter how long you was with this girl?
No.
No, it don't?
Nah. But if you can sit down and talk to your homie and be like, you know what, bro, I know da-da-da-da, but, you know, I've been talking to so we kind of feeling each other, bro. Like, how do you feel about that? And if your man's is like, you know, I don't think that's right, da-da-da-da, I'm going to stick to the bro code and be like, all right, fam, you know, all right, bet. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna cross that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, but I mean, I don't know, some people might see it differently. How do you feel about that?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree fully. I don't.
I mean, that's like you and your baby mom's breaking, you and wifey breaking up, right? And I'm like, yo, Mike. Like, come on, nigga. What kind of shit is that? Mm-hmm. Nah, you don't do that.
Okay, now what if it's not wifey? What if there's no kids involved? What is this, a girl you dated for 6 months, and like you made her your girl, but in like 6 months in, you like, this was a fluke. I thought she was 6 months. It ain't working out.
And I'm gonna come honestly ask my boy, how did you feel? Did you love her, or was it just like whatever? And ask you man to man, would you trip if I like did my thing? Mm-hmm. If you say nah, you ain't tripping, then you ain't tripping.
So you don't care about being Eskimo brothers with the homies?
Nah.
No. I always have, bro. I never wanted to do that. And I don't judge others that do. I did when I was younger, honestly. But now that I'm older, it's like, come on, it's a small world. People gonna do what they do. And then I realized I'm in the minority with that. Like, I'm one of the few people that don't do that. But most people, it's like, nigga, ain't no problem with that. I'm just a weirdo.
Because some people get to a point where they're like, man, they're so over a person, so annoyed. They're like, nigga, please take her. They hoping like, yeah, nigga, take her. Right. Get her off my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends all about how your bro felt about that girl, what they had, the connection, how deep it was, what they've been through. Mm-hmm. If it was something deep and solid, you know, damn near married, you don't cross that line. But a little 6 month, 3-4 month fling, and she was just a little tossing around, you don't care about her. Why should I care?
Right.
That's fun.
I feel it. I don't know. I don't know why I've always been like that, bro. Like, and of course that stuff don't apply to me now. But I mean, like, even in high school, bro, I was never like that. Like, I dated one girl, 2 girls that went, like, in all 4 years of high school, I only dated 2 girls that went to my school. The one long-term girlfriend that I had went to the school across town. Like, I never did that. I never wanted to do that.
That shit is gonna be me or somebody else. Might as well be me. Might as well be me.
You a fool, bro. You a fool.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it looked like it's gonna be a short podcast today, man. I feel like I had all of these notes written down, but I mean, we tackled everything.
Well, there is one last thing I wanted to tackle before we get up out of here, man.
What's that? Oh, I got one more thing too, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I want to get this off my chest because it's something that bothers me.
Okay.
And it's been bothering me for years. As a barber, you know, we have single mothers that don't got a father in life. You know what I'm saying? They want to come in and bring their son to get a haircut. You know, that's cool. Bring them in and get a haircut. You know, you shoot them the information to book an appointment for next time they want to come. They're like, okay. It goes from, you know, being appointments to, you know, talking about this and that. Now we're not talking about cutting hair no more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know, I feel if somebody's feeling somebody, do that. You know, but I've learned from past history, it's not good to mix business with pleasure because, you know, if you and the mom fall off, you know, your money gonna fall off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have certain moms that come into the shop, they flirt with you, they talk, they come in all cute, dressed up and stuff. After a certain while, they start thinking that, you know, because y'all done went on a few dates or you guys talk, or whatever, like her son's just supposed to start getting free haircuts or a discount on the haircut. Mm-hmm. Damn, that sound like I farted. That was a motherfucking chair.
No, you good.
Yeah, they expect discounts on a haircut or a free haircut. I'm like, why do you deserve a free haircut? Like it's never been free before. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, because we went on a few dates or we hung out or we flirted, you deserve a free haircut? Nah.
Now, have you ever done that? Have you ever like been messing with a girl for a little while and her little man get a discounted hair, not a free one, but little man get a discounted haircut now, or you keep it strictly business?
I have certain ways, you know, if it's birthday, you know, so it's your birthday, you know what? Boom, this haircut is on me. Mm-hmm. Just to show a little gratitude to the service you've been giving me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a barbershop always show his customers gratuity too, as well. Show them that they matter. Mm-hmm. But besides that, some is just like it gets so deep. I've even had moms make up stories. I can't make this up. I had this one lady come to the shop, right? I would always see her walking by. You know what I'm saying? This particular day, she came, hopped out her car, high heels, pencil skirt, shirt, smelling good. I mean, smelling good. She was like, hey, come here. I was like, me? She was like, yeah, me, yeah, you. I go over there. She's like, my son needs a haircut, I wonder if I can book an appointment. I said, yeah, you know, here's my information. Boom, hit me. She was like, all right. But when she turned around, she gave me like this little look. You know, like if a girl feeling you, you know, they walking away, they go turn and look around, see if you're looking at them. You know what I'm saying? She gave me that one. So I get a text about 5 minutes later. Talking about, you know, I'm not even going to lie, I don't even have a son. I just want a way to get your number. I think you're so cute, everything, fam.
She said, I don't even have a son.
So I'm cool with the moms flirting, you know, and all that stuff, but don't expect free haircuts because it's not fair to us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I still need my money at the end of the day.
Right. I feel it. It makes sense. I was being too friendly. I was not giving away hella disc. Like no free work. I started off giving out free work just because I needed to get my foot in the door. But once I started making money, it was like ain't no turning back now. And I do discounts like say like if someone books me to come, say Cathedral and Helix are playing each other, and somebody from Cathedral books me to come out. If somebody from Helix wants their footage too, it's going to be cheaper than what the Cathedral. No, it's not. I used to do that. Honestly, but I started feeling like they're getting ripped off. Like they hit me up before the game and paid full price, and I felt like the second person should get a discount because it's like I'm already here and I already have the footage.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? But
discount.
Nah, they shouldn't though. But I did used to do that.
Because then all you're doing is ripping off yourself.
Right. I did used to do that, but then it's like perfect example. A time when I didn't do it, and it was like, okay, so a friend of mine has a basketball team. That's all I'll say. A friend of mine has a basketball team, and he hit me up and was like, hey man, I got somebody for my YouTube to cover the whole game, like from up in, up in the box. Mm-hmm. But I know my players are gonna want their highlights, like from the baseline, like how you film, like. And he asked me like, what's your price to come out? And I told him. He was like, oh, well, yeah, this isn't anything that I need. I just know my players are going to want their highlights. And I was like, okay, well, this is my price. He was like, well, I know none of them are going to pay that. I was like, well, then I'm not there, man. It's no big deal that I'm not there. He was like, you got a chance to make more money, though. If you just take cheaper from each person, you'll end up making more money in the long run. I was like, but there's no guarantee that everybody on your team is going to want highlights. Now, if you told me that, like, if I told you, like, look, this is my fee, you tell me, like, I can't give you that. But if you come and the whole team wants their highlights, you end up making more money in the long run. That I can consider. But you can't. There's no guarantee that even all of your starters are gonna want their highlights. And I'm gonna go out there, spend my time out there, away from my kids, away from editing a project that I've already been paid for, to potentially lose money and lose time that I can't get back. That's how I look at everything now, bro. Exactly. Like, bro, I everybody knows I'm a big fan of Joe Budden. Even through all his drama and all his controversy, I'm still a big fan of Joe Budden. And he said on one of his podcasts one time, he said, my time is my inventory. And that hit me like a ton of bricks, bro. He said, my time is my inventory. And I thought, like, that makes all the sense in the world, bro. Like, and it for me, it makes me value things more when I think about the time wasted as opposed to the money spent or the money wasted. Because, like, there's things that you can do with your time that are priceless. Like me spending time with my kids. Like, if I'm sitting there editing, bro, like it happened today. I'm sitting there editing, and I hear my 1.5-year-old like burst into laughter, bro, like a full belly, like just laughter nonstop, bro. And I turn around, and him and both my kids are down there playing. Like, they down there, like my 5-year-old is laying on his back, and my 1.5-year-old is like on his stomach. They playing, they laughing, having a good old time, bro. Like, and I closed the computer. And I didn't go over there and like join in, because normally if I do, whoever I grab, that's who's going to want me to play, and the other one's going to be like, oh, trying to jump in, you know what I'm saying? So I just closed the computer. I didn't pull my phone out, record. I just sat there and just watched it. Just enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? And then when they looked at me, and when they kind of died down, then I went over there and joined in with them and kept the fun going and kept playing, picked them both up, and we flying around and doing all that. And that's priceless. I can't pay for that. Nope. You know what I'm saying? And if I take a job to where I know it's not guaranteed I'm going to get my full price and maybe even some more, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. It's like, not even so much as like the money that I'm not going to make. But if I'm over there with you, I can't be in here with my kids and I'm going to miss something. Yeah. And something's going to happen with my kids every day, but I want to be there every day. I want all them experiences every day. Like, I'm that dad. Like, I guess I can't say I'm that dad, because here it is. It's 10:30 at night and I'm sitting here doing a podcast. But I've also been with my kids all day, though. You know what I'm saying? That's another good thing that I, you know what I'm saying, being a stay-at-home dad and working these like recording a podcast or filming a basketball or football game that has me out until like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. The upside to that is I've already been with them all day. You know what I'm saying? So if I had a day job to where like they were in school or in daycare, and I picked them up and I'm with them from like 2 to 4:30, and then I gotta leave and go do a game, and I've only been with my kids for 2.5 hours. I'm sure at this point I'd be reconsidering some things, because I want to spend time with my kids. Right. But the fact that I get to all day is like, okay, now I feel more comfortable going out and working late hours because I've been with them all day. You know what I'm saying? So look at that nice little tangent we went on. Didn't even think we'd go there. I think that's all we got from today, man. Anything else? No. Before we get out of here, I almost forgot. Do you think sucker punches are for suckers, or are you cool with sucker punching somebody?
I'm not cool with sucker punching somebody. I seen somebody get sucker punched last year, and I didn't like that shit.
Yeah. So you would never sucker punch anybody? You always catching the fair one?
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Mm-hmm. Because sucker punching can sometimes lead to sucker shots.
That's facts.
Niggas don't like being sucker punched.
That's facts.
They come back and shoot your ass nowadays for some shit like that.
I think sucker punches are for suckers. Now, I do think I've always been from the school of, like, we not jumping nobody just to jump them. Like, if you got an issue with a nigga, you catch the head up. Yeah. And now if he start rocking you, if he got you on the ground and he finna rock you, then we go jump in and make sure you don't get. But I've always been for the type of, I'm not even going to jump in and swing on dude. I'm going to run in there and grab him so he can't rock you while you on the ground. Yeah. And let you get up and y'all can keep rumbling. You know what I'm saying? But I also have homies that's like, if I'm here, ain't nobody gets a fair fight. Nobody. If one of my homies fighting, I'm fighting. Ain't no fair fights around here, my nigga. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? If because you on my team, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that, but I don't rock like that, though. I know some of the homies been like, you know, niggas out here ain't playing fair. They don't care that you down for a fair fight. They will rock you, bro. Yeah. You'll be out there rumbling. Next thing you know, it's happened to me before, bro. But Jesse, that you know, it was in high school, but I was fighting this dude, and his twin brother jumped in. I mean, I had my hair braided, nigga jumped in, boom, messed up my braids off my hair, and Jesse had to grab dude, put him in a full Nelson, lifted him off the ground. So I've been catching a fair when somebody jumped in and hit me. Mm-hmm. So I don't like that. So I don't like it. But at the same time, the homie was like, I don't care, bro. Ain't no fair fights around here. If somebody fighting, nigga, I'm fighting. So
yeah, I be like that sometimes.
But I do think sucker punches are for suckers.
It is.
I I thought about it and I wrote it down on my phone. I wanted to ask you because one of the homies, I produce his podcast. Well, he don't have his podcast anymore. I used to produce his podcast, and somebody that from here in San Diego that's not cool, and that's all I'll say. Somebody from here in San Diego that he not cool caught him in the club and sucker punched him, knocked him out actually. Knocked him out. I can't get no names.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You do know who I'm talking about. You do know who I'm talking about. We bumped into him. Well, I didn't speak to him, but I told you one time. I said, yeah, that nigga right there. Yep. And this is how you know I really care about the homie. Like, as soon as I seen him when we was out, it put me in a whole different mode, bro. You know, I keep my camera on that stick because I like to hold the monopod and hold the camera right here. Mm-hmm. Bro, I turned my camera upside down and was holding that monopod like it was a bat, and I was like, bro, he don't even know I'm standing right here. If I could really rock this nigga. And I'm like, I'm in all black. I'm in here working. I could easily, boom, and turn my camera, just keep working, and nobody would ever even know that I hit you. You know what I'm saying? I could hit you with the back end of this pole and nobody even know. That's why I was like, I need to keep growing and keep evolving and keep maturing because I should not be having those thoughts while I'm at work. And I shouldn't be having those thoughts, period. I'm a grown man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be trying to catch a nigga slipping while you in a club, while you out working or something. But that was how I know it's like I really care about the homie because I seen this dude and was like, I could get him right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's like sucker punches though. Like, so the dude that threw the sucker punch, his girl was trying to get at the homie and was like all in like thirsty for him, like trying to pull up on him on his lunch break at work type. You know what I'm saying? And dude snatched his girl's phone and went through it and saw all of that and then caught my homie at the club and sucker punched him, knocked him out. Yeah. And then I seen him at a basketball game. Like I said, we seen him out one time and I seen him at a basketball game over Thanksgiving break. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. People gonna know who I'm talking about. I seen him at a basketball game. And before he would come and hit me with like these like fake daps and fake what's ups, but now it's like ever since he did that, he don't speak to me and he know it's because like, nigga, you sucker punch my homie. Like, we ain't even no point in pretending no more. Like, don't come over here trying to talk to me. Don't even give me no fake dap. Like, get out my face, my nigga. Like, yeah. Anyway, damn, I might cut some of that. I don't want people to know who I'm talking about. That's bad for business.
And the last sucker punch I saw was about a year ago. It might have been 2. But it was a dude that used to work at the barber shop. He stopped working there. He had some issues with somebody else in the barber shop. You know, He came up, and one of the dudes tried to act like he was cool. Like, oh, yeah, what's up, my nigga? How you been? And as soon as the dude went like this to think it was cool, his guard was down. Boom! I was like, bro, I said, you think you cool for it? You think you cool for that? I said, there was nothing cool about that. Mm-hmm. I said, you sucker punch nigga that wasn't ready. There was nothing cool about that.
That's whack.
You know what I'm saying? That was weak. And I think he only did it because prior to that, I had gotten into it with the dude before. So when I first got into the shop, I seen how he was moving, how he was talking to people, how he was acting. Now, not to mention, there's only 2 black guys in the barbershop, me and somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would notice how he was acting, and sometimes you can see somebody's energy like, man, I hope this nigga don't ever try me like that, bro. Mm-hmm. The nigga tried me. I said, you talking about that big shit? We can put these clippers down, go across the street to the park and get it rocking if you want to. He's like, I only fight if it's for war. I said, this is war, nigga. You making it into a war. I said, you keep talking down to me like I owe you something. You think you run the shop? This is not your shop. I said, then you just did what a man don't do. I said, you just called me, you know, a bitch in front of clients and customers. How I'm supposed to feel about that? Mm-hmm. Only reason I ain't like you right now is because somebody told me not to while clients are here. But clients is gone. Let's go to the park. He ends up leaving and texting me like, bro, we shouldn't be arguing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you done already crossed that line, fam. I said, come back, run me my fade, or if I see you out at a restaurant, out with your grandma, out at a store, I'm beating on your shit. And then I'm gonna come back to work like nothing happened. So you can either come apologize to me like a man, or run me my one. This dude ends up not even coming back to the shop, bro. He ends up moving to like fucking Texas or some shit like that. Talking about I didn't like being at the shop with D because I was getting anxiety being there alone. I didn't know what he was gonna do. Like, you shouldn't have been running your dick sucker like that, then, man.
Right.
But yeah, he basically. But I think he sucker punched that dude to try to make it seem like he wasn't a scary cat. Because everybody seen me call him out, but he didn't want to catch my face. Mm-hmm. And the dude that he sucker punched was a gumpy ass nigga, like a total gump. Mm-hmm. So I think he did that to try to like make himself seem like he wasn't the cat that we knew he was.
Right. Try to show that he would pop.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, you didn't try that shit with me, but you rocked him easily. I still can't get my paid. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I didn't beat on this dude because I was told if you end up fighting, I'm gonna have to tell you to leave my shop. Mm-hmm. I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? I got bills. I can't. Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man. It's been so many times, bro, to where like, especially like me, I've always been small, like, but when I was playing sports, like I had more muscle in my body, more muscle definition. Like I was I've always been short and skinny, but I was a little bit bigger. I has a little bit of size on me. You know what I'm saying? But man, now that like I went vegan, I don't work out, I don't hoop no more. I'm way skinnier than I used to be. I feel like niggas really think I'm a nerd behind that camera, bro. And it's been so many times I want to be like, bro.
Listen, anybody out there watching this? This is how long we've been friends. This is the first nigga I ever got into a fight with. First nigga right here. First fight ever.
It's been so many times.
The nigga could fight.
It's been so many times I be like, niggas really think I'm a nerd behind this camera, bro. Like. Yeah. And like be weird, like there's been times like I be filming an open run, and like I say something about the run, they be like, man, and they won't really say, but they look at me like, nigga, the cameraman think he know the game. I be like, my nigga, I am not a nerd behind this camera, bro. Like niggas
think you know the game.
Niggas been like talk tough to me before. I'm like, bro, I've only been a cameraman for 3 years. I'm from East Side Long Beach, and I've been in Southeast like pretty much all my life, but I'm not just some nerd behind the camera, bro. I've been around the block. I've been outside for a long time, my nigga.
Niggas don't know. We was playing sports. We was getting down.
You feel me? But anywho, I'm about peace, love, and positivity. Definitely. I'm about peace, love, and positivity. I just don't like when people. I guess I shouldn't care, but I don't like when people make random assumptions about me. I don't. I
feel you, fam.
But anyway, man, I don't want to force nothing. I feel like we went through all our topics already. I don't want to force nothing. We end up here just trying to force topics. So let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's been another episode of the Barber and the Cameraman podcast. I'm your boy Michael Flicks.
I'm your boy D the Barber. Nobody goes harder.
Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. We'll be back next week.
Let's get it.